Hey, what is up, you guys? Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. So, we're at the end of the week. For some of you, this is the last day of work, and now you're going to be chilling out for 2 days. For others of you who are on a mission, who got, a huge vision, it's just another day in the week, right? You don't even know what it is because you're just crushing it, because you're rocking and rolling. Hi, hi, hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So if you're watching a replay of this, please do me a huge favor and stick hashtag replay into the comments, because that allows me to know who watched the replay. And if you're new, if you're watching one of my videos for the first time, please say new in the comments. So again, I know who's new. I can say hi. I can connect with you. If you're watching a live, please do say hi in the comments. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Hey, Sandeep. Hi, Angela. Hey, Neringa. Thanks for joining in, guys. Please do say hello in the comments so that I know who's there. Hey, Carolina. Hey, Agnes. Welcome, 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 guys. Hey, Amar. How's it going? Hey, Ruta. All right. Hey, Emma. Welcome along. How are you, superstar? Hey, Hamad. How you doing? How you doing, brother? All right, all right. Milwaukee in the house. Awesome. And Emma Hemel Hempstead in the house. Hi, 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 hi. Please do say hi. Please do say hello in the comments. Okay. So the title of this video is Good Idea, right? So all of you are tuning in expecting to get a good idea. Well, I hope you're gonna get a good idea. Right? Well, I remember when I was one of the first personal development CDs that I got was actually a CD set of Jim Rohn, and it was called A Weekend Seminar with Jim Rohn. And I got it from my sponsor, from Berute, as a gift, and probably one of the best gifts I've ever received in my life, right? Because I got to learn from it a lot. Hey, Rita, welcome along, right? And one of the things that I still remember to this day, and I listened to that CD set 8 years ago. And one of the things Jim Rohn said, he said, rarely does a good idea interrupt you. Rarely does a good idea interrupt you, right? Looking for good ideas is like mining for gold, right? There's not a lot of them, right? You need to really switch on, and you really need to focus to come across great ideas, to come across good ideas. But once you come across it, it's important that you do few things, right? One is you need to make a note of it. A lot of you are getting good ideas, maybe when you're sleeping, maybe when hey Leslie, thanks for joining in. Maybe when you're driving, maybe when you're reading a book, maybe whenever, when you're talking to somebody, maybe when you're in church or whatever, you get good ideas and you're too lazy to write them down. That's a huge mistake. A blunt pencil is sharper than the sharpest mind. Or a short pencil is better than a long memory. Hey Terry, thanks for tuning in. Right? So when it comes to great ideas, first of all, you have to be grateful for them and make a note of them. Right? Like a lot of you are praying every single evening for a breakthrough in your life. A lot of you are asking universe to help you out with your project. A lot of you are meditating on it, or doing your Kundalini yoga or whatever you do to get some great ideas. And then when the universe or God or whatever you call it sends you the good ideas, you don't even make a note of them. Which is nuts, right? Which is completely crazy. I have a story for you. And that story is, about this man who was living in an area that got flooded. And the flood started, everything started getting flooded, and he gets a knock on the door, and a guy comes to his door. He opens the door, and the guy, at the door says, hey, the flood is starting. You need to come with us now. We are evacuating this area. You need to come with us right now, to safety. And he goes, look, I'm a man of God. If God wants me to leave this, my home, he'll give me a sign. So the man goes, hey, up to you. Turns around, goes to the next house, right? So the man stays in his house, and the flood starts, the water starts accumulating and his ground floor starts with water. So he goes up to the first floor, a motorboat passes by his house and the man stops by his house. Hey, Maria, thanks for joining in. And the man stops by his house and says, hey, the flood has started. This house will get flooded. You need to come with us onto the boat right now. We're going to take you to safety. And the man goes, hey, I'm a man of God. If God wants me to leave my house, he'll give me a sign, and he stays at his house. The man with the boat just leaves and the flood keeps going, so the water keeps going. So now he's sitting on the roof of his house because the whole house is flooded. And the helicopter is flying by, and they're saving the last of the people. And they say, hey, here's the rope, grab the rope, come up, we'll take you to safety. And he says, look, I'm a man of God. If God wants me to leave this house, he'll send me a sign. So the helicopter goes, look, we've got other people. They just fly away. And obviously the flood keeps going and the man drowns and dies. I bet that's not the ending you were expecting, right? So the man dies, in the flood. So he goes up to heaven, and he meets God there, and he goes, OMG, right? Like, why did you not send me a sign to leave my house? I died now, it's your fault. And God goes, what? What about the man that I sent to knock on your door? What about the man I sent in the motorboat? What about the man I sent in the helicopter? Like, I've sent you plenty of signs, but you didn't act, right? So he was still waiting for the sign when he had plenty of signs. Hey, Natalia. Hey, Antonio. Thanks for joining in, guys. Right? So the lesson here is that a lot of you are being sent signs every single day in the shape of ideas. You're sleeping, you wake up, or you're driving, or you're talking to somebody and you get an idea. Hey, you could do that. Hey, I could speak to this person. Hey, I could do that strategy. But a lot of you have been beating yourself up so much in your life that you go, oh, this can't be a good idea. It came to me. How can this be a good idea? And you just write it off, right? Which is completely nuts, right? I bet you some of you have had an idea for a product that there is a need in the market. And then you went, well, it can't be a good idea. It came to me. And then 6 months later or a year later, a big corporation releases that product that you thought of, right? And you go like, oh, amazing idea, right? Just about time to release this product, right? So you get a lot of good ideas all the time if you look for them, right? Hey, Albina, thanks for joining in, right? But what you need to do is start writing them down. I have a notebook next to my bed. I have notes on my phone, and whenever I'm reading book, I'm never reading a book just to read the book. I always have a pen or a highlighter with me so I can take notes or I can highlight things that I need to get back to later and pick out of that book, etc. So I'm constantly looking for good ideas, like I'm mining for gold, right? So it's super, super important. And even when I'm driving, those of you who know me, that I'm always listening to podcasts, right? And I get loads of great ideas from those podcasts, but I know if I wait for an hour until I arrive wherever I'm going to miss that idea. So I bring my notes, and because I'm driving, I can't be typing. So I just press on the microphone and I just talk. And then the thing types for me into the notes, right? So you go, hey, idea for a webinar. We could talk about blah, 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 right? And it makes the notes, it writes out the thing into my notes, right? Some of you don't even know that you have that facility on your phone, right? So go to your notes, see the little microphone symbol, press on it, and you can talk into it, and it will type for you, right? So this way, I always try never to miss out on a great idea, right? Now, once you got those ideas, once you've written those ideas down or you made an audio of them or whatever, then the second step, you need to act on those ideas. You need to use them, right? So again, I have another story for you, right? There's this man, who's at his bedside in the evening and he's praying to God and he's saying, God, look, I'm a good guy, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't, do any bad stuff, I go to work, I pay my taxes, I'm a good person, I have a nice family, but I'm struggling so much financially, like we really almost, barely getting the ends meet, why couldn't you just help me out and make me win a lottery or something so we could have the breakthrough, in our family? Hey, Lauren, thanks for joining in. right? And a thunder sounds, the clouds separate, and God's voice comes from above. And God says, John, at least buy the bloody lottery ticket. Right? So you can't ask, for God and universe to win the lottery if you haven't even bought the ticket, right? The lesson here is that you need to act if you want to get the results, if you want to get more of it, right? Like for some of you, again, depending on your beliefs, God or universe or karma or whatever is sending you great ideas all the time and you're not acting on them. So then, like if I was a universe and if I was God and I kept sending you great ideas and you did nothing with it, then I would say, I'm not going to send you any more because you're not using them. You're not taking advantage of them. Hey, Bart, thanks for joining in, right? Like I'll send it to other people who actually use the stuff that I'm sending them to, right? And some of you are like that. You are like information junkies. You go and watch the webinars, you go to the training seminars, you go and read the books, you go and listen to audio programs, and you get so many great ideas. Hey, Margarita, thanks for joining in, right? You get so many great ideas, and then you don't use that stuff. Right? So what's the point, first of all, to spend all of this time to learn that stuff? But secondly, you're not going to get so many good ideas in the future if you don't use it. It's like a muscle. You learn something, you use it, right? But if you learn and you don't use it, then it's a waste of time and you're not gonna develop that muscle of using those ideas, of putting those stuff into the practice, right? So, you need to act on the good idea. Once you got that good idea, hey, Grajina, thanks for joining in, right? Once you got a great idea, write it down, make a note of it, and then go and use it. Even better, is you learn something, use it, and then teach others how to do it. Because the best way to learn something is by teaching others. Because if you have to teach something to somebody, then you really have to understand it well. Because it's difficult to teach something to other people if you don't understand it yourself. So learn, apply, teach to other people, right? It's the best recipe for success. This way, you're getting the value, you're getting the knowledge, you're getting the results from it, and then you're applying it. Hey, Tony, thanks for joining in. Guys, I appreciate all the hearts and I appreciate all the thumbs up and all the love. Really, it's amazing to see so many of you, supporting. Awesome. So, this is the recipe for success. If you look for good ideas and use them, you will get some tremendous results in your business, in your personal life, and in all the other areas. Yes, learn, apply, teach. So true, so true. Absolutely incredible, right? So guys, I hope you got some value. If you got some value from this, please stick some hearts in there. Please stick some thumbs up in there. If you got some value from this training topic, if you did get value from this, feel free to share it with other people who might also get value from this. And if you're already in a home-based business, if you're already in network marketing, hey Yavita, thanks for joining in. We're just about to finish, so you'll need to go back and watch the replay of this in order to get all the value. But if you're already in a home-based business, if you're already in network marketing, I'd like to give you a gift. And the gift I'd like to give you is my free training audio on 26 different ways how to find customers and sell more products, right? And one of my favorites is the tip number 15. Tip number 15 will help you to get customers long distance and even get new business partners long distance if you use that strategy. It's a super clever strategy, which normally, if you don't know what to say, it wouldn't work normally. But if you use what I'm giving you advice on tip number 15 in that audio, it'll help you to get customers in different cities around the country really, really well, right? So go ahead to titaniumsuccess.co.uk/sales and download. If somebody can type that link into the comments, that would be super awesome. titaniumsuccess.co.uk/sales, and you'll be able to download your free audio download from there with the 26 different ways how to find customers and sell more products. Awesome, guys. Thanks very much for joining in. Thanks very much for watching. Thanks for all the love. Have a fantastic evening, guys, and I'll see you at the top. Bye for now.